Yeah, I just have two.
I wonder I forget who was painting this.
I don't know.
I think Kara got it by accident.
Oh, like it was in her box.
Yeah, I think she dibsed it and then things and stuff.
Things and stuff.
Yeah, I think maybe Proctor's also painting it.
Yeah, I don't know when Ron sends stuff off. Oh, we're live.
Hello.
Non-Reaper land. That's right. Oh, bonk.
Don't. Don't.
You got the Visor brothers here to paint.
He's with Goofbutt.
Oh, Dave.
No, I said you're with Goofbutt.
I was like,
hello, green
I
users.
was like, why are you gonna talk about Dave like that?
Hello, Roger. Hello, Quindley.
Yeah, Dave was
hello, Nightheart Gaming.
Dave was doing stuff today. So.
Yes, Dave was busy with things and stuff.
Hi, Kara, and then
hello, I draw Carolines.
I draw Carolines.
We're getting all splish splashed.
Yeah, I was working on some.
And I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to put my hands. Oh, got the shakes. Trying to hold it gently.
Yeah. So we're testing the. This will kind of how it will kind of be at ReaperCon, but a little bit more spread out. Like we won't be as close, because right now I'm just using this camera, but at ReaperCon we'll have a camera further back so you can spread out a little bit. Because you can see I'm out of frame a little bit over here.
And I'm reaching to the left to get here.
Yeah. And so at ReaperCon, it'll be a little bit wider. And we'll have two cameras instead of the one. So this is just one camera. But I've created two inputs.
And y'all should see the monster camera that it is. It is crazy. Mm-hmm. It's bigger than Jon. Well, bigger than his hand.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could do a paint-off using this setup. Have two people start the same model and then have 2 hours or whatever. Just a little speed paint.
Yeah, as long as we play dueling banjos.
Yeah, the whole time.
Which is really a banjo and a guitar. So
I think I got a Discord message. Blonk.
Blonk. Blonk.
Well, we're a little blown out on this camera, but
are we?
I'm not too worried about it.
No.
Yeah.
That's
maybe just the TV.
Yeah.
The cool thing is that you can angle these, so I can
oh yeah,
make them not hit you.
As long as it's not gonna fall, then I'm gonna push that vent a little bit in that.
Yeah, that's good.
I've got a chrome dome anyway, so it shines. It shines.
Hecatina, you would be nice to know that ever since that Reaper Live video, I have not brush licked. So I'm like 2 weeks of no brush licking. Look at that.
I'm proud of you.
Reset the clock.
That's the way it should be. No brush licking.
Oh, can you guys hear me okay? I have the microphone in a weird position. So let me know if you can hear me okay. Okay, Palos says, yep. Okay, good. Audio's fine. Perfect. I was worried that the microphones being so close that they might pick each other up. So, nice.
So I kind of want to polish this guy up. And this is the progress I've made since the last time I was here. Mm-hmm. Got a little bit of a shadow going on, but I'm not proud of the shadow. It's just functional. By itself, it's like, I need to touch it up. Mm-hmm. In the back, it's like, well, I'm trying to avoid having to duplicate that on the cloak. I don't think that would really be right. So something like trim on the cloak is like what I'm thinking.
The gold trim, kind of?
Yeah. Yeah, some sort of gold and red, maybe. It'll be dark like that, going from light to dark. Just something that gives it interest, even though it's not technically accurate how light would behave.
Mm-hmm. Looks good.
Thank you.
I'm enjoying it.
Me too. I like it. I love the figure. And then as a reminder, I'm painting the small,
The small version.
the big one right now, and the small one will come afterwards.
I'll just go back to the. Well, I'll show you the main real quick. But look at this. This is kind of how I have it set up right now. And Michael didn't bring his wet palette, so we're gonna be using the same one.
I can go to the store and get it.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
It's all good. This is just fun time for the next hour and a half. Stop dragging your feet. Okay, I got you. I got you.
This is the maybe we're gonna paint. Maybe we're gonna paint.
I was
stream.
deciding on what to do with the scales because I want to practice highlighting scales. I think that's what I want to do today
Okay.
because I figured that'd be fun. I want to do this side maybe. Yeah.
Yep. You got a couple of ways you could do it.
Yeah. And so I was deciding on what color to do the dragon. I'm undecided. Well, I'm trying to think of a color I haven't like really attempted yet. And I wish I had the airbrush set up. I mean, I have it right there next to you, but it's not like plugged in or anything. So, but that would be good practice for later.
Yeah.
Red is a classical choice. I thought about it. Hey, Raiders, who rated us? I'm sorry, I don't have the copper or bronze. Color roulette. Yeah, spin the wheel. That'd be fun to get set up. Do a color wheel.
That's a great idea.
That's a very hobby hijinks-esque. That was a phone charger.
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
I'm being nosy.
Oh, okay.
Right
Just
now I'm
looking-
being nosy and just
at
looking
everything.
around the setup.
Copper or bronze? I don't know if I want to do metallics. I'm not there yet. Oh man, maybe blue. Like a seafoam dragon, like a sea teal, like a tealish. And we would want to kind of prime it dark, right? And something that is opaque, right? Is that the word?
It's your call.
And has a lot of coverage.
It's kind of your call what you want to do with it. You can work from any direction that you
Mid-tone,
want.
Right. Darkest to light.
Do you want to go mid, low, high, low, low, mid, high, high, mid, low? Which one? Which one do you want to do? Now your paint color, that might affect it. Because say your mid doesn't cover very well, then that's a good one to start off with because otherwise you're just going to be fighting the characteristic of the paint for a long time. Now I'm taking a really bright secret
liner.
color. Is it blue liner? No, it's Sea Dragon Blue.
Oh, that's the one I just grabbed.
And
I just grabbed that one.
on this fella, it doesn't look as bright, and it works for metal because all I'm doing is desaturating the heck out of it with either black or white, which is very unartistic, very unpainterly of me. But
Gosh, blue liner is so dark.
it ends up working out really well.
Blue liner is really dark.
Yes, it is.
It's almost like a black liner.
But check its characteristics out and see if it's going to behave the way that you want it to.
So I'm thinking these, chat. This is the mid, right?
Is
this
it?
This is a little green on the top end. It's teal, right?
So this is where we talk about light value.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, is the palette on? No,
Oh,
it's
no.
not. All right. Splash. And what we got going on is go ahead and put those colors next to your little fake color wheel light value, and you're going to find that they're actually pretty similar to each other.
Oh, the darkest in the middle.
Yeah.
I know the green's a little bit off, but
So you're going to need something to tint and shade
Mhm.
to really make them different because they're all kind of dark.
I see. You want to go brighter.
Well, if you're trying to use a triad, the whole concept of the triad is one of them's a shadow, one of them's a midtone, and one's a highlight. You don't have to do that with 3 colors. You can do any 3 colors you want, but for some level of volume definition, you need pretty dark and pretty light.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure Jeff can describe it in another way.
You're right. Those look very similar.
Right. So sorry to pick on the color choices.
No, you're. I mean,
I love them.
I need it.
I love them. Now think of something to tint them since you like the colors. Something that, and then try it out.
So I remember last time when I was doing the shadows, people mentioned doing purple.
Mm-hmm.
So purple might be good to mix with this lower to make it darker. Is that the idea?
It's not bad. One of the ways to know.
On this.
Do we have a color wheel with us?
I do not.
Okay, we could look one up. Maybe, let me see if I have a color wheel app.
Ashen blue.
And if I don't, maybe I'll install it.
Let me try this ashen blue. Red brick is one of my favorite colors. I've heard that color a lot. Nightshade purple. Yeah. I don't have the color. You know what? Actually, I got the color wheel painted, tattooed right here. I'm just kidding.
Nice.
I'm sure somebody's done that, right? They have some kind of. They've done a paint like a wheel.
Oh, there's tons of them. Yeah, there's tons of apps.
Oh, on your phone. He's not doing his homework. I haven't done my homework.
Uh-oh. Oh, did he have homework?
No. They're trolling me.
Oh, by the way, I'm here to nag you about marbles.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Okay.
Well, some of these are color pickers, color detectors, but we really want a color wheel. This one has a good rating. I wonder what the rating is for. What feature it is. Well, the basic is some colors cause bright contrast if they're next to each other. Not necessarily mixed together, but next to each other. And other colors look a little bit more harmonious, and then some just clash. You know how that works?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the color wheel is an attempt at describing those relationships.
I've seen that.
That's why there's a lot of different color wheels out there. Is it's sort of the application is what you're seeing, and then the theory is all the other stuff.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of this?
I love it.
Yeah, this was ashen blue.
Cool.
And so this would be the mid to highlight?
Yeah, sure. You say shadow to highlight, and you could go a little bit brighter with that one.
Yeah, probably mix in some linen white or something.
Well, and so that's where a lot of people will use a particular shade of yellow that's kind of like
candlelight.
Yeah,
I love me some
candlelight could be
candlelight.
it. And it'll add some saturation back into it because it's got more pigment, where white and blacks are going to desaturate. In other words, reduce the amount of the original pigment that's in the paint. You can do cheats along the way.
Another raid. We got another raid.
Nice.
Wow, there's a lot of raids coming in today. Thank you for the raid. I'm assuming it was impulsive, maybe. Thanks for the raid.
What's chat saying? We want you in the studio with us.
I know the color is really bright. We're being washed out a little bit. I get it. But ideally, we won't have a green screen at ReaperCon, obviously, so I don't have to worry about that. So the white lighting is a little bit more simple. But yeah.
Well, this one's interesting. It's letting us pick a color along the wheel, and then it's showing the complementary color. I guess that's going to let us say split complementary, which is a nice combination a lot of times. So this is more of a color picker version of the color wheel, which is fine. It's nice. It's very interesting how we can just cycle that this is your main color, and then you can cycle it and it'll give you some ideas about ways to mix stuff.
I think this is called split complementary.
Yep, we're at split complementary right now. Here's triadic, which is further apart. And the one thing I wonder if this slider is for, yes, it is, light. So you can go a little bit more pastel. You can get it down to darker desaturation levels. This slider is locked because I don't know.
I bet you it's like, you got to pay for it.
Could be, could be. Then there's analogous.
Oh, that's kind of like...
Yeah, that runs into the chance of clashing madly in a fun and wonderful way.
Oh, I think it's this linen white. I think is better than candlelight in this instance for me. I think it's a little bit too yellow. Oh yeah, that's the key. It looks good to me, to the eye.
Good. So,
okay,
let's kind of say, forget theory for now. Play with the stuff.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times play is our best way of learning when
Zooming
it
in.
comes to art. Okay. We're zooming in.
All right. I'm going to do a little base coating real quick. Make sure we're in focus. Yep. And then you're just going to be working on the finishing the shadows and stuff with that guy?
Yeah, I'm going to look for places where it could be smoother. I've pretty much got the light blocked in good places, good enough places. And so I'm looking for anything that's not smooth. And I want to try to blend it as much as the space allows me to blend it. So little places like that aren't going to allow me to blend very much horizontally. So I have to look and see about vertical blend from light to dark there and see if that will, see how well I can make that smooth. There's a lot of not smooth going on this poor little guy.
I like this double setup. It's pretty fun. This is good for like a teaching setting.
I like
demo setting.
I like Kara's statement there.
I'm only because I only have the capacity of
No, color is what you feel in your heart. I wonder why I did that twice there.
Let me check my white balance. So I'll check the white balance. Ow. On the thing. I keep bumping it.
It's about right where the screen cuts off. That's where our head can hit.
Here.
Yeah, we've got quite the light above our heads. I'm going to be really surprised if we can get it to the point that I'm not blinding y'all with my head. I fight the same thing on my stream. Maybe I can sit back and put my arms out further. How'd that go?
It's a little better, but yeah, it's just this light.
We could angle that a little bit away.
This one?
Yeah. We don't need it to be on us. In fact, a lot of people will do that. They'll
How's that?
Well, I didn't say we didn't need it at all.
I can turn these up. Here, watch.
You're here for us. Now we have shadows, though.
Yeah. Someone said better.
Yeah, I agree. Just testing how bad I can make a shadow. Help me balance where I'm going. I anticipate they can hear us really well with these microphones, so y'all let me know if I'm mumbling or anything. Well, you know, mumbling quiet.
I think these microphones are pretty good.
Yeah, I usually hear you really well on the stream.
I forgot what color I used. Oh no, I used this top secret color.
Are you not taking pictures of the colors you use?
I'm not.
Are you not using one of the applications that's out there that helps you track? The only thing, before anyone thinks I'm just being hard on them, I don't do it either. That's my confession. Sometimes I'll take a picture of what I'm using.
Sometimes.
Ooh, paint club.
Who said that? Oh, Freya.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I was using. I know I don't need visors for base coating, but I know the other day I was trying to use them, and what ended up happening is that the whatever lenses I had in, you had to get really close, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're meant for obviously getting in there, not being used on stream and stuff like that, right? Because your head's in the way. But I went down on the magnification, and the focus is I don't have to get as close on these.
Yep.
So that's good.
I found also that on this brand, you could have the same magnification and your focal point will be a little different.
I just throw the paints into a box with the mini I'm painting and hope I don't pull them out for something else. That's what Frank said.
Yeah, that's good. It sounds like something I do now. I have a 1-year-old cat that I got from Reaper, Brian, and Shannon
Oh, recently?
a year ago, almost around the same time that Zoo showed up.
Oh.
And he doesn't really knock paints over, but he does knock paints around if one of his cat food kibbles falls in the middle of it. And I thought putting them in a box would be good and make it all stay organized. And nope. That's especially where he likes to drop his kibbles. Tiberius Rex, the terrible tooth and claw honey badger, Esquire.
That's his full name?
Yep, that's his full name. He's earned every one of those. I don't know if I've shown my scars. This arm is all Tiberius.
Oh. Kitty scritches.
Kitty scritches.
It's going to take a while for this to dry, so I might work on my my other guy.
Nice.
While I wait.
You should.
I'm just going to do one side. I'm not going to do the whole thing. Just because I just want to focus on one thing at a, like, not one thing, but just practicing. I'm not trying to complete the model.
And I owe this to Ron, so I got to complete it.
Yeah, it is a little darker, huh?
Is it too dark?
Might be too dark now.
Yeah.
Oh, I can change the ISO on the camera.
Can we push that? If we can angle that
Away.
just away, it'll give us enough light. So, and it won't hit my shiny head.
There we go. I changed the white balance a little bit. Or not the white balance, the ISO.
Okay.
There we go. That's a little better for me.
Well, it's creating a little bit of high contrast. You see how we're not getting as much detail from it now?
On the miniature?
Yeah. You see how funky it looks?
Well, what just happened?
We have a light going on and off.
Oh.
Is this only a hanging light?
Which one?
The big one.
Technically.
Well, then it can rotate a little bit away from us and still be okay. Yeah, like right about there. Let's see how that goes.
Might be able to.
Yeah. And then we can rotate it in. We just want its light to hit somewhere around our hands and not our heads, is my bet. Ooh. Oh. The ISO is blowing us out now.
Yeah. I'll lower it. See, this is what happens when I'm alone. I can't do a lot of these tests very well.
Oh, that was just the exposure you were editing then.
No, the ISO.
Huh. All right, let's see. What does it look like on the screen? Looks clean again. What do y'all think?
Hey, Paul Johns. I'll be going to Houston this weekend. I'm leaving tomorrow morning. I get to play Blood on the Clock Tower.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Are y'all hosting it?
It's for a birthday. Someone's birthday.
Oh, so someone else is hosting it, and but you're running it?
I'm running.
Yeah, that's what I should have said.
Trying to get a little headache.
Uh-oh. Maybe you caught Ron's headache.
Like I said, I'm not painting to finish this per se. I wonder if it was because this was pressing on me.
Yes. It could very well be.
And a pressure point. Yeah, I'm just gonna practice some scale highlighting, I guess. And I wanted to try some wet blending, which you can kind of see that I did with this darker.
Oh yeah.
I saw Luca when I was watching him paint this week. I saw when he was base coating, he would put a color down and then immediately go to a darker color and then start like painting in his highlights or his shadows. And then he would also go to a lighter color and just kind of block out quickly some quick shades as he was doing it.
Yeah, he does that. I like it.
And so I figured I would try that. So like then he would take this color.
Am I even? Yep. I'm the world's worst about making sure I'm at the camera. It's too dry. There we go. And apparently today's one of my shaky days.
I do that sometimes. Occasionally I do it on purpose. The highlighting. Not too. Where's my... I wasn't happy with that, so I'm just going to cover it. There we go. I'll let that dry for a second. It's not too dry in here for wet blending, right? I noticed John painted in the wing slot. I was told that will mess with the glue adhesion. Is that true?
It can, yeah.
Generally, what I do whenever I go to glue is I tend to score it. So I take my blade and I just scratch. I scratch a ton and I just make a lot of little incisions on both sides, the connection point and the slot.
And I bet you know why you're doing that.
Is it because the glue gets into all the cracks and it helps adhesion? It helps like grab onto something?
Yeah, with the right, well, with a lot of glue types that helps. Like with physical glue, you're creating a larger surface area, so there's more for the glue to grip onto. And with chemical reactions, you're kind of breaking through the surface of the mini so that the glue dissolves more of it and you've got better adhesion that way. So yeah, it's a great way to do stuff. It's the same thing that they do in pottery with slip, which is just that gooey crap. They'll score it on both sides. They'll put some slip in it and stick it together.
Chat, do you guys have a good triad for blonde hair? What would be a good base? Was it like ochre, maybe? Like an ochre?
Well, there is actually a blonde triad, if I remember correctly.
There is one.
I'm looking for it. But I've used 9138, I think.
Golden skin. You said 91?
9138.
Right there. Brown?
Intense brown.
As the base?
Yep. As a dark base. And then build up from there. That's the absolute darkest I do on blonde hair.
Nightheart says, I think I have a good results with brown liner as a base.
Yep.
Yep. Orange brown, blonde hair, linen white, pure white. Orange brown. I think that's the same as your gold, isn't it, Kara, almost?
It's pretty close.
It's pretty close, I think, if I remember correctly.
And that's actually a really good point because in general, blonde hair and NMM can share a lot of the same colors.
Here's the blonde hair triad.
Yep.
Might try that.
Yep. Depends how fair you want it.
I'm gonna start with the mid-tone, I think. I think I like painting that way. I could be wrong, but while I let that dry.
I really need to mix my gray and not just fiddle around with the blue. There we go.
This bust is coming out at ReaperCon. I believe it's in the hobby box, I believe.
I think so.
And then it will be for sale sometime later in the fall, I think is what Ron. I think Ron might have said April. I can't remember if he said it a month, but it'll come out later. But if you're coming to ReaperCon or if you have a Ninja person that will buy you one, this will be in the hobby box, but will be released in the future.
So thank you to everybody who asked for
busts. I know.
It's working. It's taking its time. Now all we have to do is buy the busts.
Mm-hmm.
And buy the large pieces to encourage future sales. Yeah, Hakir Gold is a nice one too, definitely.
Hakir.
Or at least that's what I call it. That's how I say it. I don't know if I'm right.
I think that's right. Lost Tombs of Hakir.
Well, we're going with it today.
I noticed that.
Oh.
Huh? What?
Crows and Bones.
I've had to wait, unfortunately. Literally every year, I ended up too busy to broke to make it. Oh. Hopefully. I've been trying to get Ron to change the date. But, and I guess I can talk about this later, but the venue as well. There's nothing wrong with our venue. The only thing that is issue, right, is the hotel. There's just, the hotel's lovely. It's just there's not enough space sometimes. I say space, I mean hotel rooms. Like, I know a lot of people don't come to ReaperCon because they can't get into the main hotel, right? And that is a big drawback because people want to be at the main hotel. And unlike a major city where there's hotels all over the place or surrounding it within like walking distance, like good walking distance, it prohibits a lot. So you know, I've been going to BGG Con for the past couple of years, and they have it at the Hyatt Regency in Terminal C at the airport. And that would be, I think, really perfect for a lot of people because they could just fly in, not have to worry about rental cars and stuff because you're already at the airport.
Hmm.
And you just take a tram or like, the terminal over to the hotel. Or you can fly into American and you're right there. You just walk out your gate and you're at the hotel, which I think would be a big selling point for a lot of people. And it's a lovely hotel. But I know Ron has a lot of like personal ties, and that hotel got built partially because of us, that convention center.
Wow.
To my knowledge, because Ed and Dave went to the city whenever they were, putting the proposition for the hotel,
Mm-hmm.
and they said, "Hey, we're a local business, and we would use it if you guys built it."
And we definitely used it.
Yeah. I'm gonna catch up on chat real quick. But I didn't really love the convention center. I do like the convention center. It is nice. So I mean, I'm trying. I just don't know, how I just don't want to step on people's toes and be like, let's do this. But I just wanted to bring it up, and I think that is a good solution, especially if ReaperCon grows, any bigger. Like it's almost at, I think, capacity at that hotel. 2019, you were at ReaperCon 2019, right? Do you remember 2019?
2022.
Oh, that was your.
And that was my first when I got back.
Okay.
2015 was was the last one I had been at before that, so I missed a couple.
Yeah, 2019 did feel a little crowded. 2019 was like at the seams of bursting, and that was around 2,200 people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was like, I think, the limit of the convention center to me personally. I think that if we got any bigger than that, I think we would be forced to go somewhere else. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, our contract that we have signed, we signed a 2-year contract 2 years ago. So after this year, it'll be up. So hopefully, I don't know what's going to happen, but that is my lobby, is to move it to the Terminal C at the Hyatt Regency. Just because of all the things I said earlier.
Yeah.
Because the hotel rooms are $150 a night. I think that's the deal that BGG has. So
Oh,
I
wow.
don't know if we'll get the same deal, but it's obviously.
BGG.
They had about 3,700 people,
Mm.
but that's their smaller one. They do 2 a year, and the other one is hosted at the Union Tower, the Union one in Dallas, the big ball tower hotel.
Okay. Yeah.
And that one's about 7,000 people. So
2 a year.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I remember those days too.
But one's a family one. So there's the one later on is no kids allowed, or like under the age of 14 or 15 or something like that. There was one that's more focused on like family. Okay, I know I've asked this before. This is the opaque conversation, right?
Okay.
So this blonde hair, when I first started applying it to the model, I still saw gray underneath, right? Because so it has some transparency.
Yep.
And I've heard people mixing stuff with this color to give it some more opaqueness. Yep. Would you choose a color that is close to it? Or there's nothing that's like kind of a neutral color that will just add opaqueness, right?
Well,
because that's why people like linen white. And
what I would say is play with it and see what results you get out of it. One of the most important things with painting is play.
Mm-hmm.
Is accepting that you could make mistakes or that things could go sideways, because you can if you do thin enough layers, you can redo anything.
Mm-hmm.
Thin enough layers. Now I'm going to contradict myself and talk about underpainting, where instead of mixing the colors, you put something underneath that you want to influence the
kind
color above it.
Almost underpainting-esque.
Well, it's absolutely underpainting. Yeah. So you can play with that as well. And those are different ways that you can get paints to interact or pigments to interact with each other. and you get different results. You could mix, like I'm mixing these colors to desaturate the blue, but if I chose to just go with black, blue, and white, I could end up with a really, well, with that color instead. Those are both the same color.
Which part? The
blue,
The blue.
and all the metal.
oh.
The blue is the main color in that.
Mhm.
You got black and white desaturating it, and I don't desaturate.
Mm.
And I probably used a couple of other colors in there to shade it, but not much.
I see. So I should have used a brown undercoat. I mean, it still looks good. I just have to do another layer to help cover it up, right?
Right. That's all.
Got it.
And that's fine.
It is fine. So I'll let that dry for a second. And then go back to looking at this dragon real quick.
Ooh.
Because when people do scales, right, is the idea... Boop. So if I have my light coming from the top,
Mm-hmm.
obviously the bottom of the scale will be darker and the top of the scale will be brighter, right? So you're almost kind of doing a gradient on each scale generally.
You can. Yeah.
I've seen people do like individuals, like, so it'd be like really dark at the bottom and then light up here. And then on the edge is where the highlight is kind of reflecting.
Yeah. Like use the light.
Yeah.
Or a single light source to, this one, that one has a light source there, but
Yeah.
let's pretend we don't have that light source. If you put it under a light and then you
You
examine,
can see the white.
on the screen,
Mhm.
we're seeing all the different ways that it's highlighting, and the fact that you've got individual shapes that you could paint. You could also treat it as a single.
Like a band.
Yep.
I can see, because I've seen people do that, where obviously all along right here, you would paint like a little light band almost.
Exactly.
Like if you were using blonde hair for an example, you would use your highlight all across that little halo-esque.
A crown highlight,
Yeah.
and you get a little bit of that band here as well.
Mhm. There's almost two of them.
Yep. So different ways of looking at it and deciding to do it.
Mhm.
The individual scale one takes longer.
Yeah.
And
That's the practice part.
right. That's the practice part. And it's kind of like
Or you would do a band. I see what you're saying. So like all along right here, this would be where the light would hit. So you would do like a lighter band.
Right.
I see.
And then you might not have to paint the scales as much.
Underneath. Yeah.
It's a good way to define your volume, the shape of the mini. Otherwise, if you just pick out every individual scale, where's the shape of the dragon and all that?
Yeah. It looks like he's lit from all sides.
Yeah. And that's okay. There's all kinds of ways that you can paint. It just depends on what your objective with what your painting is. Are you trying to get it done? Are you trying to really accentuate the chest of the dragon, the legs of the dragon? Are you trying to show how bright and sparkly all the scales are? I mean, there are materials that are super shiny.
Mm-hmm.
And so you don't see much of the volume of that area. You just see light.
Mm-hmm. Having this top-down view is kind of nice because the camera's coming straight down almost. So it's like...
Okay.
the light, or the... Michael sounds a little underwater.
How about now? Is it better when I'm looking down?
Yeah, because his microphone's on his shirt. Mine's on my hat. So mine is like pointed straight down at my mouth. But...
Could try to hang it off of my band.
Battery dying? Oh, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. I would have to look at it.
I can yell at John. Hey, John.
I think he is getting a lot of wind noise when he's looking down. I gotta see if the battery's blinking. No, it looks good to me.
Am I breathing on it?
You could also probably take it off and put it on the table.
I'll
That's
do
what I did last week.
How's that? Is that better?
How's that?
Better?
Fabric? Maybe.
Oh, yeah, it probably was the fabric.
Maybe.
I was rustling around a lot.
There we go.
I wiggle. I am a wiggle worm.
So far, yes. Okay.
Okay, good deal.
All right. I'm going to do another coat for my blonde hair.
I'm doing a heavy cartoony lining with this.
Does Ron give you due dates
Um,
generally?
this is for ReaperCon. That's what I know.
That's all he said. He doesn't say, "Hey, I need this by Friday."
He can do that. He can, but not always. Like with Kara, I think he says yesterday. Give it to me yesterday. She's like, already done.
I gave it to you yesterday.
Yeah. Just look for it.
I'm excited. I get to play Blood on the Clock Tower this weekend. So they came out with a new product that I ordered, but it's not going to be here for 3 weeks. So I won't get it until the end of July. Because they had a bunch of experimental characters that are not out yet that they've been testing, and so they didn't have like official tokens, like official things for the game, and so those just came out on July 4th. So and I bought one, but it won't be here for 3 to 4 weeks.
That sounds really fun.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's so many added characters.
The level of support they're giving it is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just a fire and forget game, it's kind of like it's living.
Yeah, it's always like being added to or changed. Not changed really, but additions. But the game has so many components that it's different every time. Like it has so much replayability.
Mhm.
That's where the hook of the game is, I think, for me, is that the replayability is so high. Especially with all these like newly released characters and things like that, that the way that certain characters interact changed completely. So
Oh, that's cool. That means your stratagem is going to have to change
yes,
when you're playing those characters.
with certain scripts and certain things, and it's like, well, this character could be in the game, and how does that make me think? You know, what is my decision making like? Kind of an idea. And one of the characters that they just released was called the Wraith. It's brand new, just came out. And the Wraith is really interesting. It's a minion, so they help the demon. So they're on the evil team.
I want to be a wraith.
A Wraith, and their ability is they can open their eyes at night. So normally at night, everybody has their eyes closed. And things are happening, and the storyteller's going around and waking people. So, like, I'll tap you on your shoulder and you'll wake up.
Mhm.
Use your ability, point at people, whatever. But the Wraith, they can open their eyes at any moment. And so they can see when, like, the storyteller's walking over to somebody to wake them up. And then they can close their eyes really quick. And then, you know, it's really interesting. And their whole goal is to, like, not get caught. But then they go to their evil team and they say, like, hey, this person woke up. I didn't see who they chose. You know, it's pretty interesting. Hey, Steve K. Welcome. We're just hanging out.
Welcome, welcome.
It's a chill Friday before the weekend. Dave was busy today. I can't remember what he was doing. He was doing something. But I was like, that's fine. Me and Michael can just hang out and paint. We're just chilling.
Yep. You might be doing family time.
No, I think he had some business stuff.
Oh, okay.
He said something about a closing, but I don't
Oh,
I don't know.
okay. Yeah, he came in earlier. We worked on a couple of things, and then he headed out.
Yeah. April's taxes.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. Where do I want to You know what? I'm just going to focus on this area. I'm going to focus on the leg because I think that'll be a good practice area with lighting right here, especially if top-down light kind of coming from the front. That way I can highlight this little leg area right here. And it's a big enough scale area for me to like practice on. So I'm going to probably line these big plates.
Cool. Do it. You can do it. Just try it.
Where's the purple? There it is.
That is like your enthusiasm for painting is wonderful.
I just had this thought. Will the DDRPG character sheets PDFs be fillable? Like
a fillable PDF?
To type into and then print, I'm assuming? I don't know.
That is a good question.
Oh, see my line. Should I use a smaller brush for lining? What do you think? This is kind of too big.
Are you lining each scale?
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe. It's all about the tip, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I have a different brush here. I'm using tiny brushes because I'm on a tiny brush binge, but I'm about to start retraining myself to bigger brushes. And if you look at their tips, they're the same. So as long as you're able to hold the tip, as long as your brush is able to hold the tip, then you're good to go. You play with the different body size according to, how long do I want to paint? How long before it dries off and all that fun stuff.
Okay. Then I'll use, I think this one might be okay then. Cheat, black wash, got him.
I agree. Black wash, brown wash, red, yellow, blue, you're done.
This is all about practicing.
Not every piece has to be a masterpiece.
That's true.
Some of them are quite clearly just practice pieces. For me, at least.
Like, I think this dragon is really good, like, just to practice scales, obviously. That's what I'm using it for.
Yep.
Like, I got all those weapon packs because I figured eventually I'll practice some NMM. And just having a ton of weapons sitting around will be nice because then I can just keep doing it over and over again. And I figured that is a cool idea.
And then one day, you surpass everybody.
And then I take a Ian Markham class, a boot camp, and good to go. All right, I'm gonna. Where's my brighter color? Ashen blue. It's my highlight color. Let's do some blending, maybe.
Blending. Let there be blending.
So this was my thing. This is my mid-tone. And so I need to put these both on my palette, right? And then mix them.
Oh, if you're doing wet blending?
Not wet blending, just blending in general, right? So I would mix these two in different increments to try to get
to do gradients.
Gradients.
Sure. Yeah. You've seen how I do it. I just sort of mush it, and then there's in-between areas.
And you just grab your paint from there.
Right. And then if I'm running out, then I push more into it until it's matching what's on the palette, and then I keep going. And if your eye isn't trained for it, well, then practice it and train your eye. Nothing better than repetition in a lot of the things that we do with art or army painting. Most of my paint time has been army painting honestly. And I got a lot of good brush control out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I can do eyes pretty well because of it. And I got a sense for color. Not saying it's a good sense, but I got some color sense out of it. So I'm going to take a picture of this because I'm blind. But if I take a picture of it and I see where the blending problem is in the picture,
Mm-hmm.
oddly enough, I can find it then and I can fix it. It's a weird, cheaty way to do stuff, but it works. I know there's a lot on the sword that could be improved. And then again, there's stuff that doesn't need to be improved no matter how choppy it is. Because it's selling what I want to sell.
Snake oil.
Well, yeah. We're just not smooth. We don't have to have everything that we do in perfect blends, because sometimes a perfect blend destroys the midtone.
Mm-hmm.
Or something else. Yeah. That one doesn't hold its point as well. So I'll go back to the small brush. So I saw a blend here that's a little choppy.
What's choppy?
Yeah, what is choppy? For some reason, I've decided to use the phrase choppy
Mm-hmm.
to mean blocky. There's no blend, and what you've got instead is sort of like a step ladder of highlights,
Mm-hmm.
where you can see one highlight there, or one color there, and then one color there, and no shading between them. So just pretend those are really close, like paint layers. That's the surface you're painting on.
Yeah.
And then you see how it just gets smaller.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the choppy. The choppy is the fact that I didn't blend them together, and that maybe one of them looks like that. Just sort of a smear of paint instead of a blend of paint. So I incorrectly used the word choppy, and now nobody repeat it, please.
Maltex just hopped in. Is this an ice dragon? It is a dragon. I don't know what colors it's going to be yet. It's kind of a dark blue type dragon right now. This is a dungeon dweller piece. I made the molds for it, and this was one of the balancing production pieces for it. You can see, obviously, it doesn't have its wings. It does look like the Dracolisk, but I think it's the young dragon. So.
Yeah, I think that is the young dragon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Dracolisk is a little bit smaller, and it has 6 legs or 8 legs. I think it has 8. Yeah, it has 8 legs. Yeah, these are the wing. I painted in the wing slot, obviously, but yeah.
Oh, we were talking about that, and then we answered something. The paint itself will become the surface that you're gluing. So instead of it going through the paint and hitting the mini, you've now just got that paint.
So if it can like chip off and come off.
Right. It'll break off easier because it's just the paint that's holding the wing onto the mini, not really the glue. And that's how you end up with some really tragic things. I've done it many times. But if it's a display piece, you might pin it to add some strength to the bond. And if you do that, that can make up for it. Also, display pieces aren't supposed to be handled a lot. So I've seen plenty of people do a display piece that does have glue on paint. holding things together. I may or may not have committed such an atrocity.
Hey, Loris Paints Minis, what's up? Welcome. Maltech said he'll be in the paint club and the Discord painting an Etten. Do we have the new? Did the new Etten come out in Bones 6, or is it in DDRPG? Was there a new Etten? No, Lard Gulp.
No, there is a new one in 6.
Oh, is there?
I'm almost positive because one of my
I thought it was
friends
Lard Gulp.
was painting one. It might be Lard Gulp though, because I have that blank hole in my memory between 15 and 22.
Here, I'm going to zoom in real quick.
All right, please do.
So, look at that. So I just did this leg a little bit, and I did a little bit of. I did shadow into the midtone, and then I kind of I tried to feather it into the highlight.
Yeah.
I guess I can make the highlight a little bit brighter.
Yep.
But I guess but I did each individual scale the same way. Like if the light was coming from this way.
Right.
So the top one would be much brighter, right? If I was going to keep with that. So like up here would be much brighter.
Yes.
These kind of 3 plates, and then it would kind of start to get into shadow down here.
Right. Right.
And then obviously right here, this would be very bright because of
if the light's
it's
hitting
just
it
past
from
the
above.
yeah, like right there.
Well,
and
that
then the
thigh
sunshine.
kind of looks like it's in the way.
Yeah, right here. All right here would be brighter, and then just on that edge, this whole kind of edge. But you can see I did each scale the same, but that's kind of what I wanted to practice. But
cool. That's absolutely what you should do then. Yeah. Sometimes it's better for me to just hush.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you're doing exactly what you want to do and you're achieving it. So what am I to say? I'm not going to come out with some pithy remark.
So I guess I'll do this whole leg then. So I'll just do this whole leg because I was just doing the front, but so.
Yeah. One of the things that I think you mentioned Swenson earlier, one of the things that he talked about on a couple of the streams that I've seen is blocking out your light values.
That's kind of what you did on your mouseling, right?
Yeah, I did do that some with this mouseling. Tried to block it out and see, make the light make sense. And some of the things that I chose to do later were away from that because I had a light that was kind of close to the face. Let's see if I can do an angle there. But it would make the gem point a different direction from that gem. And that didn't read very well because I'm being subtle with natural lighting instead of blasting it in your face that we've got a really bright colored light, which is what a lot of people do with OSL.
Yeah, very kind of a bright. I think this is having power issues, so I'm just going to turn it down a little bit.
All right.
I mean, it's fine. It's just, I think it's the cable that is powering it is maybe giving it too many voltage.
Okay.
So it's like, hey, I'm trying too hard. If you can edge highlight a dragon, you can edge highlight a space marine.
That's the truth.
I'm pretty pleased with that. I'm going to make this a little bit brighter, though, with white, I think.
Remember, boys and girls, just because you can doesn't mean you should.
I'm going to make these highlights kind of super bright, I think, right?
The closer to the light source, the less shadow. But that said, you'd be surprised how many shadows we cast when you start looking at yourself, your own body in the light. just looking at the hand.
Because we have translucent skin almost.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we do.
we have that.
Well, I do.
That subsurface, like when you put a light up to it,
Yeah.
it refracts the light.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
All skin does that
Mhm.
to some degree. All of it's transparent. I'm just a little more transparent. I think we've said that last Reaperland. You can see the color of my veins because I have vitiligo.
Oh.
So I can trace my blue vein all the way up my arm because
Hey, don't talk bad about Kara. Okay, she's my friend.
Who's talking bad about Kara?
She's white too.
Oh, no, that's one of the first things she said to me. We were talking when we met at Paint Club the first time. We had met at ReaperCon, of course, but hopefully I'm not embarrassing her.
Whoa, Kara. Got him.
I didn't say anything about you, Kara. I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah. See, one of the first things she said, good, she just gave me clearance by saying that. One of the first things she asked was, it was the first question ever that she asked was, dude, why are you so white? That's it. And that was when I knew we would be okay and good friends. Yeah. Y'all are pale, but not stale. All right. That's appreciated. I don't want to be stale. How wet is this? Kind of wet. Yeah. Well, what do you think? What do you think?
I mean, on camera, it looks awesome. Like, I mean, not awesome, but you can tell that there's a difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can obviously tell where I was working. Ignore this part. But
I'm ignoring that part.
yeah. Obviously, this is where I've been working, is this little section. And on camera, you can, like, I'm assuming at this distance is normally, tabletop distance 2 feet away. This is 2 feet away from my eyes. It looks good to me. Like, it's readable. I can tell that it scales to me. And I say readable, it looks scales. This is just what I've seen people do. So I'm mimicking what I've seen people do on scales, for the most part.
Well, I would say you're accurate on all counts. You're hitting. I know exactly what style you're talking about, and you're hitting it well.
Mm-hmm. Legs are just large arms, right? That's right.
Legs are large arms, definitely. That's like the funniest thing is I'll get an email where someone will say, well, it's the back left leg, and I keep thinking to myself, well, are the front one's legs or not? Because some of them, they're clearly grippy hands and things like that. So I always find myself questioning whether or not it's a front leg at the same time. I think that's just the weird way my brain works, and not everybody else thinks that way. But this is a good place to find out. Are they all legs in the back and arms in the front on dragons, or is it all legs?
She got legs and she knows how to use them. Okay, I'm gonna swap over to my blonde hair real quick. Let's see what I can do there.
Now let's see if I can stay on the top side of the sword.
Okay, so this was the mid-tone. So, would you just make a wash out of the shadow, or would you just paint the shadows?
I'd paint the shadows.
Just use the shadow as the
Yeah.
just paint them in.
Yeah, I made a face at you.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no.
Yeah, don't take the easy way. Is that what you mean?
Well, it just depends on how you're trying to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we do it? Why don't we divide it half and half? If this is an experimental one, why don't we do both of them and get a feel for what they both do?
Okay. I can do that.
That way, I know you're
That's-
learning both of
that's
the
a good
ways,
idea.
and you can compare them for what you want to accomplish.
Mhm,
That's probably like the number one thing we do at Paint Club is when somebody goes, well, how do I paint here? How do I paint whatever? One of the first things I ask is, what are you trying to accomplish with it? What do you enjoy about the painting? And then we'll talk about strategies for hitting that. Because what I like doing,
Yeah.
I shouldn't be imposing that on you.
Mhm.
That's a big no-no when it comes to painting because there's so much playtime within all the painting
Yeah.
that we do.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be a competitor.
Right. That's like sometimes we'll have parents come in with kids, and some parents want to add a lot of instruction, and some parents will just drop them off. And both are fine, but eventually we get into the conversation of kids choose wild colors, and they
Yeah.
make them work. And if we as adults are, and why can't we do that, or why don't we go ahead and do that as adults? Do that wild color playtime, do the wild light value playtime, do the experiment with the scales that you did, that kind of stuff. Why not?
All right, I'll just paint a little line to show where my middle is.
Cool.
Todo. So that way I know where my middle is.
Yep. Pretend you're a painter isolated in a log cabin somewhere.
What are all these alarms for?
These are spam callers. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. They got a hold of me, I don't know, 6 months ago. It's crazy.
Okay. So now, if I'm just using this shadow and I'm painting in the shadows, I don't do anything else with. I just load my brush with water, and then I load the brush, right?
Right.
And then I just go into the cracks, and that's all I'm doing. That's kind of what I'm focusing on. If I'm assuming that we're gonna do halo, right? Just zenithal lighting.
Yeah. So, okay, we're not doing the wash technique, which means we're going to do something that's sort of volumetric. And you don't have to do the shadow in every crevice. Do it in the places where there's no light right now.
Got it.
Let's pretend for this.
Yeah.
For this, we'll do top down.
Got it. So it'd be like the underside of this. Here, the underside. Everything under there, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm not in camera. Sorry.
And then remember, what we'll have to remember about hair is that, well, hair is transparent.
Yeah.
It does that subsurface scattering that skin does.
Yeah. That diffusion.
In a slightly different way. Oh my, I'm just doing goofy with my brush. I don't know why. I think it's just the palette, and this studio is actually dry.
It's dry in here?
I think so. Either that or the palette is pretty dry compared to what I use. I am the wateriest painter I know. I go with lots of thin blends.
Oops. How did that happen? I got blue paint there.
Scraped off.
Oh, I just got blue paint. I think I touched this. I touched the palette with it.
Oh yeah.
How did I do that?
Maybe you got it
Oh,
from your
I got it from my glove.
Yeah. Maybe painting on hands isn't the thing to do. I'm just kidding. I don't really. I kind of think it's quick to do that.
Yeah,
I've just never trained myself to do it.
Most people, you do it on the wet palette or you do it on the paper towel.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, most people, what you really the best thing to do is to have something that's like the surface you're going to paint. So really maybe a piece of paper by your palette.
Mm-hmm.
We're in zoom in without the palette. So I'm pointing at nothing to y'all.
Yeah.
So have a piece of paper that you can just do a quick dab of your brush and you get a feel for how it's going to apply on the surface. And then once you got it to the right consistency on that piece of paper or on that thumb, then you can put it on the mini and you'll know exactly what you're going to get out of it.
Yeah, somebody told me, like when I was doing a glaze,
Mm-hmm.
I think, they told me you want it almost like the consistency of a highlighter, where when you paint over letters, you can still see the letters. Kind of.
Yep. That's what you should be looking for, is the ability to see through it.
Mm-hmm.
When you're applying it to the piece of paper, to the wet palette, to whatever, you want it to be thin enough to see through, because you're tinting with it, or, well, tinting or shading, you're coloring with it, the area that you're using it. And the difference between that and a wash is that the glaze is supposed to evenly coat everything, and the wash is supposed to go into the crevices.
Yeah.
But a side effect is that it does hit everything else too, and kind of
Tones it down, right?
right. Because we tend to use dark washes
Yeah.
when using washes.
That's the general idea.
Yep.
Okay. I think
I think you have the concept.
I've got
And you could do lots of
like
shadow.
all right here, right?
Yep. A lot of it down there.
Like all down here, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bless you. Did you guys hear that on camera?
We had
Daniel sneezing?
we had a great big sneeze down the hall. That's awesome.
Yeah, okay, they did hear it.
We promise we're not torturing anyone.
And the cool thing with this lighting that we have is I can see, because I have a lot of light coming from down, I can kind of see
The shadows.
where the shadows are.
Yep. Yet another reason why you need some mobility. This light is really huge,
Yeah.
but generally you're going to have something where you can hold it up and get a feel for where the shadows are. I guess it doesn't look terrible. I am bipolar when it comes to my own paint jobs.
Mm.
There are days where I'm like, all right, that's okay. And there are other days where it's like, I hate this. This sucks. And it could be the same paint job with no changes. And maybe most of us go through that. As far as I know, most of us go through that.
And if you don't, line up your brush to your light source. Oh, like this. Like if you know where your light's coming from, you line your brush up with it. She's talking about, I think if you don't see the shadows, you can kind of do this.
Oh, yeah.
Just to see.
I never do that, and I think I learned it from Kira in the first place, and I still don't do it. And that sucks because it's such a convenient way to do it. So smart. Did I just kick you?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I must be kicking someone else under the table.
Yeah. That's yeah, we don't talk about him. It's a little goblin under the table. Little hamsters that are making everything run.
We might need to oil one of the wheels. Starting to squeak a little bit much.
Okay. I think I got it. I think I've painted in the shadows there.
I do too.
So, light's coming from top, and we're doing this half of the hair,
Right.
the whole right side. And so, obviously, everything behind her ear, behind her ears, all back here, underneath this big strand.
Oh my goodness. I'm turning this thing on.
This little fold has a shadow. And then when you place her down, everything underneath here, it's like a shelf, because the hair kind of folds downward, so all this is in shadow.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously this is a big ponytail that comes back on itself this way. And so now all this should be in shadow,
Right.
on this side at least.
By and large. If we're treating it as a solid object, we've got it perfect. We'll eventually have to account for
Obviously this will be in shadow too.
Yeah,
right here.
some of that will be in shadow.
Because
Most
of her
definitely.
face.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I guess I should paint that in. You know how I saw that? It's because I was looking at it down like this, and I saw a shadow cross. Look at that.
Art in motion.
Art.
Or art in still form. I don't know why I said motion, because it totally is wrong. Because I'm a goofbot. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Doop-a-doo.
Okay. Now what? Oh, I guess I should do the dry brush. Right.
Block in the highlights. Well, yeah, if you want to do
While I wait for
do
that
your
to
wash
dry.
on the other side.
Do the wash.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I'll use this brush. Generally for washes, do you like to use bigger brushes?
I do.
Yeah.
I tend to.
Just because you're doing a big surface area.
Yeah, you're trying to get the whole surface area washed around the same time frame. You don't want it to dry and cause those little coffee stains. Now, is that color going to be dark enough as a wash?
I don't think so.
It's a good question to ask yourself.
I'll try it.
But it's good to try it.
Yeah, I'll try it. And I just do, what's the consistency of a wash generally?
Well, it's like a glaze, but usually there's, somebody in chat who knows this, I don't know what the extra ingredients are to make it stick
like
into
a flow improver or something?
A flow improver. I usually use a flow improver to help it stick where it's gonna get placed.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes if I want extra time, I'll throw retarder in.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really ever need to do that. I'm just saying sometimes I do that.
Mm. So you get a little bit of water.
And or it depends. You want a medium that's going to help the paint go into the recesses. And no, I'm not going to say it. There's a way that people who paint it fast do. Fast historicals use future floor wax mixed with it, and it helps it. You don't necessarily want flow improver, but I don't know what future floor wax is. I know I'm making some people cringe. I don't know what its characteristics are that make it do that. So I'm not going to say, oh, I know. No, I do not. Let's see if someone says. Wash medium. Yeah, I would rather use that anyway.
I think this is just going to coat.
It is the way we're doing it. So, like Laura said, wash medium, which I forgot we even had. And do you know the number, Laura? Oh, my phone's off. I'm looking for it. Let's go. Sealer. Tartar. Anti-shine. 9,300. Thank you very much. It's somewhere behind this.
Okay.
If you hold it, I'll look for it.
It's right here. 90.
Oh, okay. Good deal. So there you go. It's for you.
And you just mix this in with your water and paint.
Just mix that plus paint.
Oh, just that and the paint. No,
And
no water.
let's try it without it. This is one of those. Let's see what it does.
I'll do it on the braids because I did the hair already.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good way to do it, is to pull it in till you've got, and it's not translucent enough quite yet. Try that.
Wash medium.
Oh, do you see coffee staining going on? Or were you saying you saw it happening because we were doing it the other way?
Are legs a light source?
Who asked that?
Rice coconut.
Price. Only if they're mine. You don't want to see them because they're worse than, or they're just as bad as how bright my head is, Bryce. And like, if we're talking about legs as a light source in a model, they could be.
Mm-hmm.
You could have light reflecting off of places that, like, say this shoulder pad. Well, no, that's her arm.
Mhm.
Say she's lily white. She could be reflecting some light, and you could get bounce light on the hair.
Mm-hmm.
Then what are you going to do?
I need to sign up for private tutoring.
Okay, Bryce, you can tutor me any day.
This is good.
I accept.
Okay. Like, I mean, obviously.
So what do you think? Was it too thin?
I think it wasn't thin enough.
Okay.
On the section that I did, which was, if you can see my middle line here, I did it on this section, and it looked like it just kind of covered up.
It did.
The lighter color.
It did. So what you gonna do about it?
I would just work upwards from here.
Mm-hmm.
Because now it's not so much of a blonde. I mean, it technically still is, but it's more of a brown, at least to me looking at it right now.
Okay.
It's a light brown. It's got a dirty blonde.
Right, dirty blonde.
And then, but it kind of looks better than this at the moment.
Right.
But
because
I haven't highlighted this
right.
side.
The next thing you're going to do is block your light in.
For highlighting?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you take whatever your top color is,
Mhm.
and you put it where the light's hitting the brightest.
Okay. Which is top down. That's what we're saying.
There's going to be a lot of it. And it's okay to go over when you're doing that. You don't have to be anguishing over whether or not it's perfect. You just have to be in the ballpark. Because when you blend, that's when you start getting it into the good place.
So I'm gonna try doing the band. I think the band of light.
Okay.
And I'll I'll show you. We'll do it right here, right there.
Okay. That works.
And then obviously I would hit like this, like these little tips.
That might get right. That might get something that's akin to a band, but it's going to have more scatter because of the shape of the hair.
So like this, I would do a band right there, and then highlight all this, like all these big strands that are coming off the top up here, and then this little lip.
Yeah, and well, when hair starts getting pokey like that, it can be very transparent. So think about ways that you would represent the transparency. And that could be it's really highlighted a lot.
Like really white at the very tip.
Right. That's one way to do it, and another way it could be picking up the color from below it. It's oops, almost picked up the mic. Sorry.
So I'm just blocking in the color, right? And then we can work on blending it later. Is that the idea? I'm assuming.
Yes, absolutely. We're not blending right now. That's kind of like when I blocked this in, there was not
You had all
any
your
blending.
light, your shadow blocked in?
Yeah. All I was doing was fiddling with where the light went and where the shadow went. And I still feel like fiddling with it a little bit more. Yep, exactly. Sometimes you want harsher, bright lines. So not everything blends when it comes to highlighting. Some of them are just straight lines or look like straight lines. It's kind of like the thing I've been piddling on here is trying to get enough shadow definition and enough light definition without destroying this wonderful shape that's on the gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
And really, I'm mostly destroying the shape that's on the gauntlet. But I don't see a way around it. That's badass, Maltex. Reducing your pile of shame by 40%.
Oh, like you painted it, or you gave it away, or?
Yeah, what did you do? Help the rest of us. Yeah. I just cannot get this brush wet enough today. Step one, whenever you're having trouble doing something, blame the brush.
Ah, got it.
Blame the brush, blame the paint, blame the lighting. It works really well. That's my strategy. I will never finish painting my pile of minis because, at least in my generation, the saying was that as long as you have an unpainted mini, you're gonna live.
Ah.
So I fell for that hook, line, and sinker. I have a lot of minis. I'll probably start giving them away though. So that's what I was calling choppy. You see that just chunk of white there?
Yeah, on the very tip of the edge of that plate.
Yeah. And now I'll show the studio audience. That is chunky or globby or whatever you want to call it. It's not terribly smooth. It gets the point across from a distance.
From a distance, yeah, you can tell they can tell that's a highlight on the edge of that armor there.
But if we were taking a macro photograph of it, it's kind of like...
That's a big chunk of white right there.
Yep, yeah. That's a big chunk of white. We might need a different shade next to it. So what do you think?
Take a gander.
I like it. It's taking shape.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how big that line?
Probably not.
You could make it wider.
Yeah, I was going to feather it out maybe.
Yeah.
So you would take this and kind of go back and forth.
Yeah, that's one way to do it. It's probably the way I would be doing it. How do you feel about it?
I feel pretty good looking at it on camera. I mean, obviously it does look very blocky because of the shadows underneath, but
Right.
I'm not really looking at that at the
Nope.
moment. But
I like it on the pad.
mhm.
That really shows it well.
Yeah, I'll do it like this.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. That one, I think our light's shining on it,
Yeah,
making it harder
yeah.
to see.
But you can definitely tell that there's a band there.
Right. Two different ways that you could do it,
Mm-hmm.
and two of them had two different sets of strengths that are good about them. Like they both look good on screen to me.
It looks like I did blonde hair and brown hair, or like slightly red, you know?
Right. Right. But you're not done highlighting the other side. So you could go back with the knowledge of how you did it over here,
Mm-hmm.
and you could dry brush that same thing, the same shapes or similar
Dry
ones.
brush? Mm.
Yeah.
Dry
you
brush
could
your
do that.
highlights?
Yeah, you could do that. We're going for the fast on the
On the
left
left.
side, right? On her right side, our left.
So you would use a dry brush.
And what do we mean by dry brush?
There's no water in it.
Nope.
You load it with paint,
Yep.
and then you rub it off on the paper towel.
Nope.
Oh. No paper towel? Until there's no like big chunks of paint left on it?
Well, I don't honestly know why people use a paper towel because it pulls the water out.
Uh-huh.
You just need to have a good consistency, which is enough to hit the highlights and it doesn't go into the cracks.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking for a paint consistency more than you're doing a technique of dry it off, wipe it on something else. If you know to look for the paint consistency, then it doesn't matter. All of those things, you could do them, but you want to make the brush last too. And by stripping all the water out of it, you're now going to create chunks and things that can be picked up and cause texture. So you can dry brush without causing texture, but it's really a damp brush.
Damp. So you do get it wet.
You get it wet, then you dry it off to a degree,
Mm-hmm.
pick up some paint, pull the paint, make sure it paints that it's got a decent consistency. Yeah, you until you don't have so much on it that it's going to pour into the cracks, and then try it out. Yeah, you can do it against your skin there. Yeah, that looks good. That's about the right consistency.
And you just kind of barely touch it.
Yeah, lightly pull it across the top.
Might have been too.
That's okay. That's fine. To what? Were you thinking it was
Too much paint on it still?
nah? If it comes off cleanly and it doesn't cause texture, you're doing fine with dry brushing. But you do want to go across the texture, not with it.
Like this way.
Yeah.
Right?
If you go across the texture, then it's going to pick up easier. If you go with it, then you might get some in the cracks. And in this case, we don't want to get in the cracks. Wet the dries, dry the wets, wet the dries. Exactly. I love Kira's instructions. It's like a secret code. That's not a secret because she's sharing it. How do you feel about what you're doing?
I think I had. I got in the cracks, obviously.
That's okay. Not much. How much did you get in the cracks?
Quite a bit.
No, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Look on the screen, and you've still got color in between.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then that, and it takes practice anyway to do it exactly like how you envision it the first time.
Mm-hmm.
take some time.
Trash. You are getting in my crack.
Take a thin wash on a nice tip and put it in the crevice and you'll be okay. Yeah, that's true. Looks good, ignore the cracks.
Yeah, see, look
Yeah,
at that. I like using this because it's good to practice on.
you could do that as your texture test. And then you can decide how much you want to fill the crack with your brush. I'm holding back, but not very well. I don't want to get us kicked off of Twitch or get Quindley mad. I fear the wrath of Quindley.
Quindalina. Jam that brush in your crack.
Wow, did someone really say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little too.
A little too much for you?
I don't know. Maybe it's just because I haven't blended it in yet, so it looks very sharp.
Well, we're doing the quick way.
Yeah.
Yeah, the level of contrast between the light and the dark, is that what's bugging you?
I think so.
Okay. That's fair.
Maybe because the highlight is too bright.
Right. That's possibly it. And one of the things that you could do it a couple of ways. You could dry brush everything, forget the line, just do this whole pile of dry brushing, and then go even lighter with that side. Or you, like Maltex was saying, you could do some lining, or you could do another wash. So things that are possible. I don't mind that. I like dirty blonde stuff. As you can tell, I'm not worried about it too much. I went really bright here, but then that looks dirty blondish because it's in the shadow.
Yes, just add midtone to edges of highlight.
Yep.
What color was my midtone? That's shadow, so blonde hair.
So this is actually
Well, wait. Because this was all gone. This is all gone. So there's no midtone now because it got covered up by the wash.
Wasn't this your midtone?
Blonde hair was, which I believe is this.
Oh, okay. There you go. So on each side of your highlight.
Let me make sure.
Yeah, you're right.
Is that right?
You're right.
That color.
Yep, that's the color.
This one.
Yep.
Same one. Okay.
Same one.
But it got all covered up because of the wash, which was shadow.
Right. It got
this is all
dulled
shadow.
down a little bit. Well, it's halfway between shadow and midtone,
So you would take this. Oh.
or somewhere in the middle between them. And then just on the edge of the highlight.
Like, do you go away from it?
Yeah, go away from it, but halfway. Don't go all the way. Just half of the distance to the edge of the area. You do that on both sides. And then you've got a smoother arc. This is actually something that you can do with wood grain as well. When there's really well-defined wood grain on something, you have your highlight in the middle, midtone, shadow, deep shadow. You know, it depends how many ranges of light intensity you go through. But sorry, I was laughing because I dropped the brush. Um, but ultimately, that's one way that you can get the wood to look good. And we all want good looking wood. Right, Quindley?
She might not be here. She might be driving home.
Yeah. She was here at first.
Yeah, yeah.
Now she's gone. When the cat's away, she's probably listening and cursing me.
That looks better to me.
Hi, Quindley. How are you?
Oh, Quindy is here?
Okay.
She doesn't say without saying goodbye.
Thank you.
I am the mod now.
How do you like
I
it?
feel much better about that.
Okay, good.
Look at that.
Yeah. And you can play with that arc of light to shadow until you feel like it's exactly what you want it to look like.
And that's just blending, what I just did, right? But then you would kind of get a darker.
You did layering pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you did blending unless it was thin. If it was thinned and had a little bit of...
I just drug it out. But
Yeah.
it's probably layering.
You're creating a blend by layering.
Yes, there we go. And layering is generally dry, wet on dry. Right. Or it's like a layer that's already dried and you're putting it on top.
Yep. Layering is painting
Mm-hmm.
to me.
Okay. What's the next step on this side?
So next one on that side is you can either go up or down more, or you can blend them. You can create a blend like you did on the other side.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And how do they look compared to each other right now?
This one's obviously I just kind of blended it a little bit, so it looks a little bit better. This still looks a little bit blocky.
All right.
Right. So now I would take
Mid-tone,
which is this one,
right?
blonde hair, this color. There's no shadow on this one. Oh, it's because I only did like
You've got highlight on mid-tone. So maybe you do shadow, and instead of touching the edges of the highlight,
you go inwards,
right,
from back here
right,
towards the line
Mm-hmm.
for the shadow.
Yep. And we're starting to come really close to the point where I say, hey, look, it's about the same amount of effort.
Yeah. Am I kind of want to glaze though, right? Because I'm afraid if I do the shadow like from here towards the highlight, it's going to cover up the midtone.
Right. You only want to take at most half of the distance. You don't need to take...
So not all the way back here.
Right.
Just like, but...
So you would start here, and you'd pull just slightly...
Oh, half, go towards it, but not all the way to the highlight.
Exactly.
I see what you mean.
Yep.
Got it. But not a glaze. I don't need to glaze this.
Don't think so.
Not yet, yeah.
Glazing will be afterwards. Lots of glazing, and that's where it all gets messy for me to describe, which is why you never see me teaching a hair class.
Back door.
Back door.
Anybody have any plans this weekend? I'm excited to go play some Blood on the Clock Tower. I know I mentioned it already, but I love playing it. So I think we're going to start playing it in the game store on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. I haven't decided the day yet. And now you go from the opposite side too, right?
Yep. I'm reading Laura's stuff. Yeah, I think at least my experience with pottery was the brushes had different tolerances, and glaze is so much it's different too. What it's made out of and how you use it. I never felt like I was killing a brush with glaze, where with the acrylic paints, I feel like we have a time limit before the paint is starting to harm the brush because it got dry while we were painting. I could be wrong about that. That's just sort of my own paranoia and anxiety. And I'm talking to Laura's points. She
Okay.
had really good points about there being differences. And yeah, I've always learned that you want to do something to test the consistency of your paint before you apply it to the mini, the surface.
Daka Flocka Flame is having their 20th year high school anniversary reunion.
Ooh.
Did mine already pass? No, it did not. Yeah, my 20th anniversary is in 4 years. So I didn't go to my 10 year. My class didn't really do anything for the 10 year. It's like everybody kind of didn't care.
Let's read Kira's.
This is the year of me sincerely going past the point of absurdity on absolutely everything to entertain myself. Yeah. I've seen the entries, or I've heard about them. Okay, so I went from dark towards the middle on both sides.
Right.
I still see the mid-tone in there, which is
Right.
was my goal.
Goal accomplished.
And then now, do I go mid-tone back towards the shadow?
I don't know.
Or do I go highlight back?
Is it? It's not as smooth as you want if you're asking those questions. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
So maybe glazes now.
Glaze. Okay. So glaze from highlight down.
So let's do a palette shot just for a little bit.
Okay.
Just for a little bit. Splash. So you have, let's say you have 5 colors.
Mm-hmm.
You've got your black. You got your black blue. Let's see if I've got enough blue. You got your blue. Got your light blue.
Mm-hmm. And you got your lighter blue.
And then you have a white.
Okay.
All right. Which isn't supposed to have blue in it.
Mm-hmm.
But it does. When you do your glazing, it depends on what you're glazing with. This is our mid-tone.
Mm-hmm.
So to smooth between the mid-tone and that, you're going to pick either your mid-tone or the step above it as your color to glaze between those guys. I tend to pick the one that's more translucent.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. That's your lesson. But when you're picking where to glaze and what to use to glaze, consider the colors that you're going over. If you wanted to hit 3 things at once, you'd still be going mid-tone.
Mm-hmm.
But you're only painting to that point in the layer.
Yeah.
You don't want to cross over the whole thing because then you're wasting your time smushing paint
Back and forth. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so
I got
we're
it.
done with the palette.
Got it. So I want to go from, I think what I want to do is,
Which button?
I want to do mid-tone.
Oh, okay. You're talking.
Or I'm sorry. I want to do mid-tone to shadow. So I want to do this color to this color. Right?
Well, you could just use the mid-tone to do that, to blend between the two of them.
Just make a glaze of the mid-tone.
Right.
Period.
Yep.
Which is this in water.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And then you do it lightly, and let's see what happens.
And this is going towards
It doesn't
towards
matter.
the shadow?
It's between the two. Your choice of which direction. I've heard some people talk about, Well, you need to always pull in this direction.
Because that's where the paint deposits at the end of your stroke.
Right. Well, if you're doing your stroke right, then you're not depositing it. And if you've got the good consistency, you're not depositing it. So I would say focus on consistency and brush technique as opposed to a particular direction. Splash. I mean, there's validity to the end of a brush stroke could be depositing if you're not careful, but maybe work on consistency. Do the thing, best way to put it is do the thing that frustrates you the least that gives you the best result. And then that's to start. Let's say we're a beginner painter and we're having trouble. I want you to have fun at first. And then when you've got the patience, push yourself. Go for the way that you're not comfortable doing and try to learn that thing, whatever it is, whatever technique or process is confounding you. So what do you think?
I like it.
Yeah. And
the highlight needs a little work, but
right.
overall.
Right. You might have to go in and do little tiny dashes that aren't glazed over at all. You might glaze them again with a special mix between the midtone and the highlight.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, it depends. And it's looking a lot smoother than the other side.
Oh, yeah. I haven't barely touched that one.
Right. Because
that was
we were
the test, right?
Right. That was the point of doing that, was that we wanted to do it faster. So they're about the same number of steps, but the dry brushing could clearly go faster. The base would be about the same. And the wash is a little bit faster. So those things, that's why that painting is faster. It's not the number of steps. It's more of the care taken or the technique allows you to take a little bit less care, but you can still do good placements. You can still make it look good.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
Where's my highlight? There it is.
And that's kind of like on this sucker. I went really fast with lots of little dashes, and I probably need to glaze it some. Like I did on the front, I did lots of little speckles all over the place, but then I glazed it with a dark color up to a midtone to smooth it out and give shape to the tummy.
Got it.
Now, I might be changing all of that because I want it to look more like Christine's artwork, but that's another, that's just another thing I have to pull up, look at the reference and see where I can push it with glazes closer to her painting, her original color scheme. Got the eyes from hers, and the brush, but I need the owl to look a little bit smoother, honestly, to show its shape. So much going on right now that just look at it on the screen.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, that's a lot of texture.
Yeah. I like texture.
Yeah, I like it, but in person it looks better. On the screen in photos, it doesn't read as well. Thank you. And yes, thank you for Jon. Both sides are looking decent. They are. Jon's a fast study.
I'm trying. I'm definitely trying. I don't get to paint as much as I would like, but
That's how I ended up doing paint club. Start a paint club. How far do you live away?
35, 40 minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah, start a paint club near your house. We'll have guest visits. That's probably one of the other things that I'm really passionate about is paint club.
paint club.
Paint club.
I know Kara does one with her friends.
Yeah. Kara does one. It's really nice. A lot of very artistic people in that paint club.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. Cool.
Cool.
Check out our Learn to Paint kits. Indeed. We are going to miss you, Quindley.
Drive safe.
LaRue. Drive safe. Be safe.
We'll probably be wrapping up here soon. I have to go clean my house, actually.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. I have dog sitters coming over this weekend, so... Because we'll be out of town.
And what are y'all doing again?
Birthday party.
Oh, yeah.
A friend's birthday party down in Houston.
And doing the blood on the clock tower that you've only mentioned 10 times.
Yeah.
And I've only forgotten it 9 times.
Yeah, birthday party. So we'll be out of town for the weekend. It looks good on camera.
Yep, I agree.
It looks blonde. It looks blonde on camera.
It should. And you can bend it dirty to platinum blonde now that you've got your base shapes in and your base blending in. Nice gradients.
Ta-da.
And you know the way I say it. Nice gradients without my eyes. Because I need the magnification. But I'm sure it looks good.
I don't want to crush them.
Yeah, I got it.
I keep looking at the new relief mini on the website, and I'm so stoked. Yeah, it comes out hopefully on Monday. I believe it should be Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Looks like his dog that crossed the Rainbow Bridge.
Oh, that's really nice.
What's the Rainbow Bridge called?
The Rainbow Bridge.
No, it has a Bifrost. The Bifrost?
Oh, but that's a different mythology.
Is it?
Yeah. That was my understanding, at least, was that the Rainbow Bridge was just for puppies and kitties and things.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And Bifrost is, what, Norse
Norse,
mythology?
yeah.
I guess all of our animals could be in the Norse mythology.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely Quindley's kitty cat Loki, right?
Loki. Okay, so she has these little bangles like holding her hair together.
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh, these could be gold, but I think I'm gonna do them silver because it'll contrast the gold. Instead of making them gold, it'll be like blonde hair with a gold bangle.
Right.
Just make it a silver so it
Right.
stands out, right? Is that color theory? Is that what that's called? A composition, color composition.
Well, what color is silver really?
Gray,
Okay.
right?
So you want, what colors do we use for it? You're right. We use grays and we put color into them. So what would you do with that silver that might help it stand out against yellow?
Dark, make it like a dark with like deep shadow, dark silver with like obviously the highlights on it.
Right. And this is where the color wheel comes in handy. Yellow's next to orange, or so. What, Kara? You can maybe tell me quicker than I can remember it. It's purple from orange. So are we going towards violet?
Bryce
yellow?
said he checked. Oh, sorry, he checked the website and it's up right now.
Oh, nice.
What?
Very good.
I wonder if Ron turned it on.
I didn't know that we had made enough.
I didn't think we did either.
So you can buy it right now, or is it a pre-order?
Oh, it's not for sale.
Oh, okay.
Not for sale yet. Yeah, it's up on the website, just not for sale. Oh, this was a metallic. I didn't mean to choose a metallic.
Oops.
Rip.
Rip.
I was looking for a darkish gray.
But also, that color looks really good with blonde.
Oh, like a teal?
Yeah. So you could use that to kind of tint your silver.
Oh, her earrings too.
Yeah. What do you think?
I would tie these in with the bangle so they would be the same color.
Right.
And I think it would, if it was me, I would complement the amulet. So like the amulet would be
It could be something different, like a purple or an orange,
That
and that would still work
with
within
the
your
hair.
colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good ideas.
Yeah. I'll just do silver. I'm gonna do silver rings or like gray.
Okay, but you need, so my number one tip on NMM, well, not my number one, but a good one, is whatever colors you're using, have at least one of them translucent so you can get good blends.
Mm.
And I broke that rule and retaught myself that rule one day in front of people, and it was very painful to watch me because I was using two opaque colors and no translucents. And then once I hit the translucent into the mix, there we were. And that's why I'm talking about colors and things like that is, yeah, make it primarily gray or primarily a dark gray or a light gray or whatever you, but use a color, something slightly in the mix to help it have some color to it.
I'm just gonna do a little bit more blending, I think, on the hair.
Okay. And the other reason for that is that the color is quite possibly coming from the environment, where say, this armor has oil on it. What does an oily sheen do? Silver's going to do what? It's going to be polished, but it's going to be reflecting everything around it, including the shadows. So what kind of light do you have around you? And I'm probably bouncing between too many topics. How do I identify that? I would say 50% see-through. That I usually identify it by using, say, one of those cardstocks with a black line down it. And then if the paint, as it comes out of the bottle and as you drag it across, you see it through the majority of that swatch that you draw down the line, the little squiggles. That's how I determine how translucent something is. If it's all the way, that's a pretty dang translucent paint. Like yellow would do that, right? A lot of our early yellows and oranges and reds would allow you to see it. And how much can you see that dark line through it? Is that what you were asking, Bryce?
Blyce.
Sure. That's where my blends come from. Good or bad. Whenever I try to break that rule and use too much opaque stuff, it's a nightmare. But sometimes the colors are what the colors are, right? And you've just got to, you want that specific shade, so you're gonna work with something that's all opaque colors, and you're gonna suffer, but you'll eventually get it there. That's where stippling comes in, right?
Stippling.
Yeah, stippling. Stippling is a way around blending that lets you blend. You're all those tiny little dots next to each other. It's just like the pixels on a computer screen. You can put three colors next to each other as those colors, and they'll appear as something else. You gotta be super small with it. And the other thing we can do is we can overlap them to do that illusion. And I've seen just gorgeous pieces that are all stippling because they figured out how to do that consistently across the entire model. Crazy artistry or technique, really.
I know that's what Proctor does, right? He teaches That's the class he teaches.
Does he?
Dots and dashes.
Oh, nice.
That's like one of his most popular classes, I think.
I bet.
Is dots and dashes.
That's a good topic to cover.
Ooh, baby. Look at that.
Hey, that's smooth.
It's getting there.
Yep.
I got to go from highlight back down to shadows here in a second, but it's reading.
Yes, it is. That's too dark. It's funny how little of the difference between our use of the palette.
Oh yeah, I'm taking up too much.
No,
room.
no, you're not. I'm just saying it's funny that that it's different. Don't, yeah,
I think it's because I was hopping around.
yeah. It definitely not a judgment. There's no judgment in that other than I think it's an interesting juxtaposition. Because I usually am the one who takes over the whole palette. Honestly.
Okay, question.
Answer.
This part
Mm-hmm.
is that? Do you think that's a band? I think that's a band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a hairband.
Okay, so that would be the same colors as the rings that are holding.
Is
her
it
hair.
stretchy or is it metal?
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's metal, just so I can tie it into the same rings that are holding her hair.
All right.
So
make
that
it-
way they're the same.
Yeah. Do it. Dot 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 dot. Bum, 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 bum. Wow, I could smooth this or I could just pretend to smooth it for an entire hour. What you looking for?
I don't know. Just looking through the colors here. Ooh, this doesn't feel good.
Was it going knock 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 knock?
I don't know. Let me know. Are you almost done, or are you ready to get
Oh,
out
I'm
of
good.
here?
I can stop anytime.
Okay.
I can quit anytime, man.
Well, I'll do the base coat on these rings, and then we'll be done.
All right, that sounds good. No, I was making a drug joke.
I can stop. I can quit at any time, man.
Right. I enjoyed this.
This paint? I might need to be poked. No, I like. We need to do more paint streams like this.
Yep. Good times.
I have pokey tools in there.
Dum bum bum. And by pokey tools, he means the pin for a pokey tool.
Yeah.
How barbaric. That was a judgment. Not a very big one, but you know. Just wanted to clarify.
Ooh.
Got some texture in it.
It just looks very, very, very thin.
Which one?
This gray right here.
Yeah, that's
It's a mountain stone.
all right.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, you might want something else to base with,
Because it needs to be opaque.
but that's a great one for like helping blend all of the stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember Mountain Stone being that thin.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a
Funky one.
weird bottle, because I got this from before Anne came,
Okay.
and I just didn't know if it was not mixed up enough.
Well, I'm looking for the base, and right now it looks evenly mixed, except for the fact that it's thin.
Yeah, because it feels very thick right here, like in the bottle. Like when I shake it, no.
It's full.
Yeah. Okay.
I see what you're saying.
Like it might have settled.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Shake it, baby.
It doesn't look any different.
Nope.
Yeah. See, it feels very thin. Huh.
It's not watery, which is what I was thinking you meant, and it's just very translucent. It is.
Okay. So yeah, I need a darker gray then. I might just use brown liner. Why not?
Oh my God! You used the jigsaw method, Crows and Bones.
Oh, the jigsaw.
I've seen those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen someone made paint trays, so they could shake, I don't know, 16 paints at the same time using the jigsaw.
Oh, it's the best. I mean, I honestly, it's probably not. It's not bad.
Yeah, I bet it's not bad. But does it really get the full range of motion, right?
There we go. I think this is good.
You know those Hitachi massagers?
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a friend who's taken the Hitachi massagers and then gotten the thing that has the 4 points.
Mm-hmm.
And they say the bottle fits perfectly inside of that. And you don't have to hold it. So you can just shake it that way.
Oh.
A friend. No, really, a friend. She really did say that. It's one of my college buddies.
Oh, sorry. I'm off camera. Duh.
I'm just watching you paint now.
Yeah. I was
Do you
focused.
feel the pressure?
No, not
Good.
really.
Good. I don't want you to feel pressure.
Just brown liner. It's super dark, but
Yeah. Well, lining can be dark. It's okay. You're drawing a delineation, and it can be lighter. You can always tint it a little bit with something else, and then still use it as a liner.
yeah, blue liner also looked very, very dark.
Yeah, the liners are dark.
Mm-hmm. That's what they're meant for, right? They're meant to
Yeah.
You're supposed to line stuff to for the shadows, right? Or
Yep.
the edges of things.
Yep.
And normally they're in shadow.
If you've got two materials, it's all one material, but if the representation is of two materials, hair to face, necklace to chest, straps to arm, all of that stuff on this mini could be lined. And there's all kinds of ways of doing it that are practical to super artsy, that really help define what the miniature looks like. Yeah.
Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh. That's scary.
And honestly, you could just paint the whole piece that color and
Start there.
yeah. And sometimes that helps you. If you have a direction you want to be sloppy in, it's towards the thing that's not painted. That's what I tend to do when I'm painting. So what?
I just got it a little bit on the hair, but I can cover it up.
You can cover it up, or you can extend the line a little tiny bit.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I don't see a huge. Oh, I see where you're talking about.
I touched it a little bit, so I bled over a little bit.
Yeah, you can eventually get that with one of the opaque colors, one of the good coverage colors.
I did it.
And what I usually do is I go impatiently and I push the opaque color into it.
Oh.
And it sometimes works and it sometimes doesn't.
I mean, it's only visible, right? Oh, it's all the way in the shadow too, but I'm not going to worry about that.
Right.
I'm not going to worry about that one.
I saw that one too.
How dare you miss? Oh, have fun playing D&D night. Nightheart.
Yep. Have a good time.
This was fun. I love doing this.
How did y'all like it? Was it okay?
Yeah, I like having two people on. It helps with like the flow of everything instead of one person trying to carry it the whole time.
Yep.
But this was a good test for ReaperCon too. Obviously, the lighting will be much better at ReaperCon. And I'll probably have two cameras, one for each person, probably, because this is just one, but I have it all cropped.
Yeah.
So it's just this camera right here, but I duplicated it 3 times and then cropped it all in.
Oh, okay. You just have to worry. The only thing I'd say is give us warning before you hit us with the splash.
Oh,
And
splash!
Then we can.
I'll have a different transition for ReaperCon.
I'm just joking.
Splash!
Yeah, splash. I like it. I like the splash.
This was as fun as watching them make keys at Walmart. So
that means it was exciting for painting.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't just watch paint dry. We talked about it. We didn't just do layering. We did blending, and we did blending on both a washed side and a not washed side.
Mm-hmm.
And we did edge highlighting. I mean, dear Lord, the things we learned today.
Hey. Ta-da!
All right, time for marbles, right?
Yeah, no. We'll look for a raid.
Wow. I'm sorry, I tried, guys.
I don't have it
I
set up.
tried. You know, I think that's just an excuse.
Oh, I gotta. Oops. I'm gonna go get my other iPad.
So now while John is gone. Oh, wait, he's got his mic on still.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can still talk.
And he's only 10 feet away from me, so he can still hear me. So while John's not really gone.
What's up?
I don't know. I don't have anything entertaining. Who should we watch?
I don't know.
So who's up?
Let's see. Beyond the Box Art, Steve Sketches, Felicia Day. Let's do Steve Sketches.
All right. Sounds good.
Sketches. Make sure I spelled that right.
And someone make sure you tell them what we were up to.
Yeah. Have brush will paint. Boo. Yeah. We're rating. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, F that unsubbed. Yeah, trash.
No.
It was fun. I like doing this. We should do this more often.
Okay. I'm
Right.
game for it. I'm game for it to be regular.
Yeah, me too. I like this. All right. Have a good weekend. Everybody be safe. Be careful.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Hopefully we'll see you again another Friday.
Yeah. Or any other day of the week. I don't know.
Any other day of the week. You got Ann at 11:30 Central.
Yeah. What would be a good day for you to do this?
I think Reaperlands are cool if that's what's cool for you, or do you want it to be another day?
I don't know. Just has to do with what Dave thinks.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. All right. Sunday, 2 a.m. All right. I started the raid. We're going to be raiding Steve Sketches. He might be doing like a sketchathon or something right now. I don't know. But we worked on blonde hair and finishing up
Blending on things
mouse.
very slowly. On the
Mouse Ignite.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
I started it.
And it went clicky. And then you turned in this one off.